It's starting right now. And it will help for me to make sure my Bluetooth is off. Okay, my Bluetooth is off. All right, so the hole is right here, okay? So that's where you're going to look when you're talking to people. All right, so it's been a while since I've been on Facebook, so most people will watch the replay. What's going on, Quanda? Hello, everyone. This is KIM in the ATL. It's been a while since I've been on Facebook, but I am on because there's something that's super important to me. This woman right here is the sweetest woman in the world. She is my loctician. She has styled my hair for.
How old is Kasana?
You got to talk up now.
Oh.
Kasana is 7.5.
Okay.
So she styled my hair for over 8 years. When I came to her, y'all, to lock my hair because I was looking crazy, and quite frankly, I didn't have any money. Like, I was pregnant and unemployed, and this woman was like, I'll take care of you. Just pay me when you can. Heart of gold. She's done so much for so many people. It's not even funny. And so that's why I wanted to do this video for her because her name is, I'm going to let you see.
Veronica.
Okay, this is Veronica. Like I said, she is my loctician. You have how many kids?
6.
Ages?
26 down to 11. 5 girls and 1 boy.
Okay, don't be nervous.
I'm nervous.
She really didn't want to do this, y'all, but I convinced her to do it because, guys, we have a situation here. Not just my hairstylist, but my dear friend has for the past few years led a life that many of you would never ever believe or be able to relate to. She was married. Was married for how many years?
Ooh, 27.
27 years.
27
That's so
years.
Beautiful. Okay, and he was your high school sweetheart?
No, but I met him like when I was turning 21.
Okay, so for a very long time.
Long time.
My head is off to you. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And so, I know Veronica and her husband Will because back in the day before Kasana, we used to have like Christmas parties, and before I locked my hair, she and her husband would come to that one annual party, and they were just so cute together. They would be matching and having a good time, and It was wonderful to see. And their relationship changed when Will had a stroke, which was
2014 October.
Yeah, you rattled that off real quick. I know it's a time you'll never forget.
Never,
tell the people about.
Well,
I know this
because he had high blood pressure, and he had a stroke. He was in different hospitals, and then he went to rehab, nursing home, and then after
back up. That day that he had the stroke, like, what was that like? Because the night before, you had no clue that your life was about to totally change.
No clue at all. I didn't know the symptoms. We knew he had high blood pressure. He had to watch his eating. But that night, he just graduated from Full Sail University in Florida. We went to the graduation May 2014. And he was excited, trying to get business going, and a lot of things he had on his plate he was trying to do, along with having high blood pressure. So this incident, something happened and his blood pressure went up. Me not knowing the symptoms, thinking that it was something else, I called 911, and when we got to the hospital, he had a stroke, and it was a bad one. It was in the stem part of his brain. So he was... Wake up! Wake up! So he was totally dependent. Yeah, I had to help him do everything.
Yeah, that's what I want
you to... He was
in
a coma for a week before he woke up.
So before this, he could talk, he could walk.
Like,
people don't understand because there are different strokes.
He was already disabled because he had an accident and his back got messed up. So he walked with a cane. He had high blood pressure and acid reflux. So, but he was still able to do things. He was still able to drive, walk, eat, talk. He was able to do a lot of things, But then after the stroke, everything was gone.
Well, what do you mean everything was gone?
His mind was there. Once he woke up and, he was at the hospital and he had to go through the whole process of learning how to talk, learning how to sit up, learning how to walk. He has pretty much was dependent to do everything.
And what about eating?
He was on a feeding tube. He couldn't eat. First, he had a trach where they put the little thing in your throat to help you breathe because he couldn't breathe on his own. So once he graduated from that and they took it out, he still had to learn how to talk and how to communicate. But his mind was still there. His body wasn't.
Okay.
So that's what we were dealing with.
And what I want y'all to understand is that the whole, and he had the stroke, you said 2014,
yeah.
It was 2014?
2014, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so October of 2014, he had the stroke. Now, unfortunately, her dear husband.
We took care of him at home for 2 years.
Yes. And then?
And then complications from the stroke. He passed away June the 4th.
Oh, June the 4th.
It was on a Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
2017.
So he is no longer with us in the physical form. But what I want you to understand is that my dear friend, the whole entire time that her husband was not able to walk, not able to talk, not able to eat, she was lifting. And how big was Will?
6'1", and like when he first got sick, he was like almost 200 pounds. But then he lost weight in the process. So he was like 6'1" and like 166, 67 pounds.
And you're like 5'1". So I just like
I'm 5'4" and a half.
But she's a little thing. So she was physically lifting her husband for everything that he needed. Had to have the van altered so that it could become wheelchair accessible.
Mm-hmm.
She is a hairstylist. Y'all know hairstylists stand on their feet all the time. This woman, the whole entire time from 2014 until June of this year, has worked. She's never not taken an appointment because y'all needed the money. Mm-hmm. Her 6 kids have worked to try to help maintain the house. Mm-hmm. Those that can work.
Yes.
And there's only one vehicle for y'all.
Yeah.
So she would get off of work, drop this kid to work, pick this other kid up, pick another kid up from work. Mm-hmm. I mean, from first thing in the morning until some nights. Sometimes she would do my hair and then say, "Hey, I gotta go pick up the other child from doing Walmart stock at 2 in the morning." Mm-hmm. So it's been a long road.
And then I used to run home to take care of Will and then come back to work because he had to be taken care of.
So people are going to ask, like, what about insurance?
I tried to get insurance, but it was too late. He was already sick and he was denied.
And this is important because a lot of us don't have insurance.
Yeah.
And this is something that we don't talk about because we think that we have more time. Like she said, he was I saw him, I met him plenty of times. I would have never thought that anything would have happened to him. He was a very strong guy, even though he had health issues. Yeah. We all have health issues somewhat. But literally overnight, her life completely changed. Yeah. And I always thought, okay, give it another 6 months, keep going. But it was a lot. Yeah. And so the point of me doing this video is to, number one, let you all know that if you have a healthy life right now and a healthy spouse or whatever the case may be, number one, don't take it for granted. Mm-hmm. Number two, figure out your insurance situation. Yes. I just spoke with someone. I was telling Veronica she's not alone because it was a lot for me to ask her to do this video. She didn't want to do it. And I understand, but we are in a situation right now, and you guys need to check on your insurance because somebody I was talking to, she thought her mom had insurance until her mom died, and then she found out that the policy had lapsed. Yeah. And you could be in that same position.
It's expensive. It's expensive. We have the GoMe fund is $3,000 now, and we still need $8,000
for a funeral.
We still need $8,000 more.
Yes.
For the service.
So that's the reason why I'm doing this video, y'all. Okay, there is a GoFundMe set up for Veronica and her 6 kids to finally lay their father and her husband to rest. He passed in June. And we're not going to get into the specifics. Of course, you can always say after the fact, well, I could have did this or I wish I had done this, but nobody has a time machine. And the bottom line is right now, my loctician, but more importantly, my dear friend needs help. And so I'm kind of mad at myself because I'm like, dang, I know people in my company that have worked the business and they just have money to give, and I should be in a position to where I can just take care of stuff like this for people that I love and care about. Yeah. But I'm not. Right. And so I'm just doing this because all I can do to just put the word out there. If today is Friday, it's payday. I'm gonna keep it real. If you have $5, $10, I know you don't know her, but if you watching this, you apparently know me. So if there's anything I've ever said or done that you appreciate, please show some appreciation by going. I've never ever really asked y'all to. I think I haven't asked for a GoFundMe since my mama. So, you know, for her to be the next person that I'm asking for after my mom, I mean, mom, don't get no better than your mama. So that must tell you that this is really, really important to me, because it's really, really important to her. This is a person who has helped me out in my time of need way too many times. And she helps a bunch of people, and she has worked so hard to recuperate her husband in the last 3 years. And, you know, that was not in God's plan for him to stay here with us. So now we need to let him have peace, let her have peace, let their kids have peace. And if you have anything, any and everything is welcome. I included the link in the title of this video. Please, I would love for you to share this video. I know there's going to be a lot of people watching the replay because right now a lot of you are at work. But I'm just telling you right now, don't take life for granted. Check on your insurance situation. Yes. And please, today when some of y'all get paid and you go celebrate and you have a drink, if you could just donate something to my friend, I would so very, 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 very much appreciate it. You want to say something else?
And I would appreciate it too. And may the Creator bless and keep each and every one of you, and everyone who know us and have supported. Thank you very much, and we really appreciate you.
Okay, I'm going to end this because she's getting me emotional, and I can tell her voice is getting down. So I think that's everything.
Yes.
All right, I love you. All right, so y'all, thank you so much. That was Jacqueline. It gave a like. So guys, if you're watching this, if you know me, please help me help my friend. And if you don't know me, still, please help me help my friend. And that's it. We have a GoFundMe, so nobody's trying to get anything above what we need. You'll be able to track what we're getting. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn said, God is faithful, believe it. Yes, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
But there's a GoFundMe, so, you know, you can see exactly where we're at as far as the mark, but I would really appreciate it. All right, so y'all, talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Can I post the link on my page? Yeah, I'll post it on my page, Jacqueline. Is it in? I thought it was in the title, but I'll post it on my page as well. Okay. Thank you so much, though.
Thank you.
All right.